Hey guys, do you have a really mouthy bitey puppy or a dog that's really reluctant to give up toys or chews? Good boy. Maybe is a bit of a magnet for trash out in the street when you're out walking? Good job. I'm rewarding my pup here for being nice and calm and quiet while I chit chat for a second. But today Ham and I are going to be working on a series of behaviors that's hopefully going to reinforce a really nice drop cue. And drop to me just means you're going to spit something out that's in your mouth. It might be a tennis ball, might also be something he picks up on the street that I don't want him to consume. But drop just means release something. And we're also going to be working on a leave it and a get it, which to me says when you are not allowed to have something that we're approaching, and then also what you are allowed to go ahead and bite. All really essential cues to start introducing to your puppy. All right, buddy, so what I've got here is I have a pretty moderate value item. It is a marrow bone with some treats stuffed inside, but if you have a really toy motivated dog, I'd recommend working with a toy. The goal here is not to blow your puppy's mind. This isn't the time to bring out their very first bully stick or something that you know is really going to drive them wild. And all I'm gonna do is reinforce really polite behavior for my dog. So if he's sitting and is quiet, I'm gonna say, get it. Good job. And I'm gonna let my dog hang out with this bone for a couple of seconds, 20, 30 or so. Let him kind of get settled in. You notice my dog's laying right here at my feet. He's not taking off, running away with this. If you see any signs of resource guarding, real strong avoidance of you, stiffening, growling, snapping, biting, please stop this exercise and get in contact with us because we are going to modify this. Resource guarding is normal for a lot of dogs to exhibit it. We want to make sure we work through that so you can easily remove items from your dog when you need to. What I'm going to do here is I've got a couple of treats in my other hand. I'm going to start off introducing a drop with just a straight trade. So as my dog is very noisily playing with his bone, I'm going to say, yeah, drop. And I'm going to kind of dramatically put my treats way off to the side. So there's no competition in me picking this item back up for the game to start again. If he sits and is nice and polite and quiet, I'm going to say, get it. Good job. And let him play with that bone. Another 20 to 30 seconds. I don't have 20 treats here. I don't want to continuously take this item away from my dog. But kind of the key to success is I have some treats that he really likes that I think can compete with this. I'm not trading him for his kibble. And what's nice about this too is your dog's going to tell you when they figured out what drop means because they're not going to wait for that trade. They're going to immediately let something go. So I'm going to say hand drop. And I'm going to kind of dramatically, you may or may not be able to see based on Ham's angle. Good job. Place the treats a few feet away so I can easily grab a hold of this. Get it. Now what would I do if my dog started barking, batting at me with his paws, or jumping up to that bone? I would have said leave it, and I would have pulled that bone up a little bit higher. I'm not going to reinforce pestering me, jumping, barking, any of that. I'm going to wait for a nice calm moment. Only needs to be a second or two, especially if you have a young puppy that's prone to frustration. Capture a second or two of calm, quiet, feet on the ground. Reward it with a get it. Really intentional. You can bite this now, you can have it. Let's do one more. Hand drop. You notice he's not responding to just the word. Good job. He's responding to the trade. So we're going to need to practice this a few more rounds. Get it. Until he's confidently leaving that item looking for a treat. Now you're not going to be on treat trades for this for forever. What you'll often see is once your dog really gets drop me and spit this out, and it's rewarding to do so, you can reward them by just giving them the bone back or giving them the toy back, playing a little bit more tug with them. So drop gets reinforced by this game. Good job. Hammy drop. You notice I'm not putting the treats right to his mouth. I'm just kind of getting him into his line of sight. Hey, can you drop? Good job. What I really love about this game, and by working with setups with items that they can have, is if you accidentally misjudge the value of the item you're practicing with and your dog doesn't really want to give it up, or you're seeing some signs of resource guarding and you need to get in contact with us, it's an item that's safe for your dog to have. It's not waiting to be reactionary to them picking up trash on the street. You really have to get that item away. But I also really love that this exercise teaches your dog to be calm and relaxed with people approaching them and removing items of value. Good job. It's pretty normal to see a dog doing some form of resource guarding. we as people resource guard all the time. We lock our houses and our cars. Some of us even guard our own food plates. Great job, buddy. Can you drop? What? Good job. This is going to be a pretty regular part of your life with a young dog, and I want to make sure you can remove unsafe items from them with ease. Good job, buddy, and confidence. And you and your pup can stay safe in that process. Good job. We're depositing lots of money into the bank account of, hey, when I approach you and you have a bone, it's not the end of everything fun. You actually, in fact, I'm going to trade you for it, and then you get the item back. So you kind of get a double reward for this game. You can play around with chews. You can play around with toys. Practice with any item that's safe that your dog is allowed to have, that you would encourage them to bite and enjoy. Save the reactionary stuff, working on drops with good job, inappropriate items when they just happen in life. Good job.